All right, so let's start in standing just for a little bit, and we're going to focus on really elongating today and oppositional stretch. So heels under sitting bones, and you want to really reach your heels into the floor. So really press your heels and the balls of the feet into your floor. You're going to line your thumbs up next to each other and take the thumbs to the base of your hairline. There's a little knob under the back of your head, and just pull yourself up really tall towards the ceiling, keeping the crown of the head parallel to the ceiling, gaze level. Inhale. On an exhale, see if you can get just a little more length out of your spine. Bringing your hands to your hips, you're going to inhale, lift all 10 toes off the floor, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, imagine tightening the abdominals like a corset around your waist. 2. Last one, we're going to switch to a heel raise. You're going to inhale up onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, lower down, but don't crush the ladybugs under your heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping the weight even between the big toe side and the pinky toe side of the ball of the foot. 3. Don't crush the ladybugs. 2. Last one, heels down. Imagine your back is up against a wall, and you're going to slide down the wall just as far as you can. Press the heels into the floor. Get really tall as you straighten up. Slide down the wall. It's not a very big movement. Press through the heels and come up. Kneecaps stay facing straight ahead. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. If your breathing's backwards, don't worry about it. Just remember to breathe. 2. Keep the weight even on both legs. Last one. And we're going to bring those two together. We're going to inhale up onto the ball of the foot. We're going to exhale, slide down the wall. Back stays up against the wall. Heels are lifted. Straighten the knees. Lower the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep the knees comfortable. Straighten the knees. Lower the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Straighten the knees. Lower the heels. Keep on going with that. You're allowed to go as low as you're able to if you can keep all your ducks in a row and your heels up. Again, keeping the knees comfortable. One last time. Lower the heels back down. Then you're going to take your weight to your left leg. Keep the hips lined up with your body as you take that right leg forward. Exhale, lift the thigh. Inhale, tap the toe back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Left leg presses into the floor. The leg is long and straight, but not locked. If you know you tend to hyperextend your knees, which I can't do, just soften it a little bit. One last time. Right heel lines up with the sitting bone, left leg forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Stable pelvis. Right leg stays strong and straight. Heel reaches into the floor. Back of the neck is long. Crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Last one. Take that left foot down. Line it up under your sitting bone. Right leg forward. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Just as far as you can, keeping that left leg long and straight. You'll be limited by your hamstrings. Don't be tempted to use momentum and sort of duck and swing the leg up. Last one, right foot down, left foot forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Every exhale, emptying the lungs completely, tightening the abdominals like a corset around your waist. Last one. Good. Heels line up under sitting bones. You're going to shrug the shoulders up to your ears and then drop them completely. Inhale, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Then you're going to bring your hands up to chest height and do the same thing. So your hands are at shoulder height or chest height. Shrug your shoulders up and down. So the arms come up and down with the shoulder blades. One last time. And then you're going to bring your arms up overhead as far as is comfortable for you. Right, straight back if it works, but they can be forward if the shoulders are tight. Shrug your shoulders up and down. Up and down. Up. Feel the shoulder blades sliding on the rib cage. One last time. And go ahead and release the arms. Bringing your hands to chest height again. Now we're going to slide the shoulder blades forward on the rib cage and back. Forward and back. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the shoulder blades sliding on the rib cage. Keep the hands shoulder distance apart. So the hands aren't opening and closing. They're just sliding towards the computer or screen and back. One last time. Go ahead and release the arms. We're going to do some shoulder circles. We're going to shrug the shoulder blades up and back and down. Keep going with that. Imagine making a nice, clean, smooth circle as you slide the shoulder blades over the rib cage. Last one. Go ahead and release the arms. And then you can either get down however you want or stand at the foot of your mat. Take one leg back and then cross it over behind you. It'll be up on the ball of the foot. So from the front, that leg's crossed and the knees pointing out to the side. Arms can either be up in front of you like genie arms, or if you think you need them, you can have them to come down to a knee. Again, this isn't mandatory. Relax the foot behind you. Use your arms if needed. You're going to try to come down with control into sitting. Again, that's optional. And you guys are going to lie down on your backs with your legs out straight. If you need a little support under your head, you could put a little towel or pillow prop under your head. Legs out straight. Stretch the heels away, get really long. Reach the crown of the head towards the wall behind you. So without tipping the chin up, the back of the neck is long. Inhale, on an exhale, you're going to press the back of your head into the mat and hold. And release. Inhale, pause. Exhale, press the back of the head into the floor. Chin stays level, forehead stays level. And then release. Inhale, on an exhale. It's like you're trying to imprint your head in the sand as you press down. And then release. One more time. Press down, lengthening the back of the neck. And then release. Bringing your awareness to your shoulders, you're going to roll the shoulders back, widen the collarbones. Press the shoulder blades into the mat, the forearms and hands. See if you can make it so there's no light coming through under the arms. Press down equally with both arms. Check in. Are they both doing as much work as they can? Inhale, release. Exhale, empty the lungs completely as you press the shoulder blades and arms down. Inhale, release. Exhale, press down again. Inhale, release. Bring your awareness now to your right leg. You're going to stretch the right heel out of the hip socket, trying to lengthen that right leg, make it longer than the left leg. Reach, reach, reach away, and then release. Left leg. Stretch the heel away. See if you can make that left leg longer than the right leg. And then release. Both legs together. Reach the heels away, lengthening as much as you can. They're not really going to go anywhere. And lower back down. We're going to add to that. You're going to stretch the legs away, make them really long, and then press the back of the legs into the floor. Think about using your glutes, your bum here, rather than the front of your thighs, and then release. Inhale. Exhale, stretch the legs away. Press the legs down into the floor from the back of the hips. And then release. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Stretch the legs away. Make yourself really long and then press down. And then release. Go ahead and bend the left knee. Heel lines up with sitting bone. Right leg's out straight. Right arm overhead. If the shoulders are tight, You could take a ball, a pillow, or a towel to see if you can give yourself something to have contact with. Stretch the arm away, stretch the leg away, make them as long as you can, and then press them down into the floor or the ball or the mat. And then release. Inhale, exhale, stretch the arm and leg away, pushing in opposite directions, and then down into the floor. And then release. Inhale, exhale, stretch the arm and leg away in opposition, and then press down. And then release. Bring the right arm into your side. Bring the left leg out straight. If you have a prop behind you, overhead, switch it to the left side. You're going to stretch the left arm overhead and the left leg reaches away. Inhale, make them longer. Exhale, press down. Inhale, release. Exhale, press down. Inhale, release. Exhale, press down. Go ahead and bring that arm and leg into your side. Inhale. On an exhale, you're going to roll your pelvis back. Pour your soup out behind you. Press the shoulder blades into the mat and then the arms and hands. Feel the heels press into the mat. Hold it there. Inhale. On an exhale, press the hips up into the ceiling. Feel the heels press into the floor. Squeeze the glutes, the bum, and press the hips up just a little higher. Coming back down, imagine lowering one vertebrae at a time. When you land, you should have a tilt to release. Inhale, pause, exhale, tilt, press down and lift. Just a little higher. Coming back down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, pause, exhale, tilt, press down and lift. Reach the kneecaps towards the foot of your mat. So there's a little bit of a weight shift. Once you find it, you'll find it, but just imagine you're reaching the knees away. Lower back down. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower back down. You could stay with that, or if you want to make it harder, take the right leg out straight. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift with just the left leg. Right leg is stretching away, getting longer. Lower back down one vertebrae at a time. Release your tilt. We're going to do 3. Or you're on 2 legs. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift. Stretch that right leg away. Lower back down and release. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift, either on 2 legs or with that right leg stretching away. Lower back down and release. Switch legs. So the right leg, line it up with your sitting bone. Left leg out straight, parallel to the thigh, or you're on both legs. Inhale. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift. Just a little higher. Lower back down and release. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tilt, press down and lift just a little higher. Lower back down. Bend the left knee, bring the heel back in line with the sitting bone. Make a little triangle with your hands rested on the front of your pelvis. And just bring your awareness to your breathing. Back of the neck long, scanning through your body, noticing where the shoulder blades are on the mat. Could you widen the collarbones just a little? Shoulders, hips, thigh bones, lower legs in line. And on the next exhale, you're going to roll your pelvis back to flatten it into the mat. On the inhale, roll the pelvis forward. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, rolling forward. So as you flex your spine, the crease of the hips open. As you roll your pelvis forward and extend your spine, the crease of the hips close. Notice that relationship. Inhaling and exhaling. Think about using the abdominals to pull the front of the pelvis up and roll back. Use the back muscles to pull the back of the pelvis up and roll forward. Legs are relaxed. Come back to the center where you're not spilling your soup. And you're going to tip your pelvis to the right and then the left. So if your pelvis were a bowl of soup, you're pouring your soup out to one side and then the other. Coming back to center.
And then we're going to pour our soup out all the way around the rim of our bowl, whichever direction you like, because we're going to do both. So you're rolling over your sacrum here, noticing how smooth and round your circle is. Inhaling and exhaling, coming back to center, and then reversing. Inhale and exhale. The legs will move some. Coming back to center, to a place where you're not spilling your soup anywhere. Feet together. Imagine buttoning your tight pants and zipping a zipper from pubic bone to rib cage. So feeling your abdominals working. Collarbones wide, arms on the mat close to the body. Inhale, knees apart. Exhale, knees together. Inhale, knees apart. Exhale, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, knees apart. Exhale, knees together. Feel the abdominal wall sinking towards the floor. Single leg, just the right leg. Inhale out. Exhale all the way to the center. Left leg, inhale out. Exhale, center. Right leg, inhale out. Exhale, center. Left leg, inhale out. Exhale, center. Right leg. One more time, and left leg. Good. Arms down long by your side. At this point, if you have a ball, you can put your ball under your sacrum. If you don't have a ball, you could use a towel or a pillow folded under your sacrum if that's comfortable, or you can just stay flat, your choice. Okay, so it'll be your sacrum's the middle of your butt. It's not the curvy part of your back, or you can stay flat, your choice. You're going to bring both thighs to your belly, either hands behind the knees or in front of the shins if that's comfortable for you. Inhale, exhale, let the thighs come more towards your belly, heels close to bum. Take the right foot down on the mat, knee bent knee. Heel lines up with sitting bone. Pull the left leg in tighter, elbows out to the side. Inhale, on an exhale, start to slide the right leg out straight. If you're flat on the floor, you're trying to get your leg as straight as you can. If you're on a ball or a pillow or a towel, your leg won't go out as far. You're looking for a stretch in the front of the hip. You should feel nothing in the back. Take the right leg back up, pull it in tight, both arms, left foot down, bent knee, heel on the mat. Slide that left heel away. Right, if you're on the floor, you might be able to get all the way out straight, but it's important to keep pulling the right leg up where you're reaching the left heel away. Take the left leg up again. Right foot down on the mat, knee bent. Hands are going to go behind the left thigh. Slide the right leg out as far as you can. And then reach the left heel up to the ceiling and back down. Heel to ceiling and down. So I'm keeping my thigh close to my belly, and I'm just straightening that knee as much as I can. If you don't like moving up and down, you can just hold and move the foot on and off. That'll take the tension off. Right. One last time. Slide the right leg in, bring it to your chest. Left foot down, hands behind the right thigh, elbows out. Slide the left leg out as straight as you can. Right thigh stays close to the belly. Flex the foot. You're going to reach the heel up and down. Reach up and down. Or you could hold and just step on and off the gas if that feels better on the knee. All right, so you're just going into the edge of that stretch, pushing into it a little bit, but keeping it comfortable. Go ahead and lower both feet on the mat. Arms by your side, roll the shoulder blades back, collarbones wide. Feel the length in the back of the neck, right? So crown of the head reaching towards the top of the mat, forehead level. Shoulder blades and arms press down, pelvis neutral. Inhale, exhale, button your tight pants, zip your zipper. Take one leg up into tabletop. Take the other leg up to meet it. Think about your abdominals here. Bring your awareness to the front of your belly. Inhale, on an exhale, pull your belly away from your waistband, away from the ceiling. So I always want to make sure that abdominal wall is coming inward and holding its ground. never pushing up towards the ceiling. Inhale on an exhale, tap the right toe down. Inhale, lift. Left leg, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And again, you can breathe however you want, just so long as you're breathing. Think about the movement happening at the hip joint. Spine is totally stable. Abdominal wall staying in. That's why the breath matters so much. If you start holding your breath, you'll start pushing your gut up towards the ceiling. You could either stay with this or squeeze the thighs together to make it harder. Imagine you have one leg. Maybe you get to the floor, maybe you don't. Inhale, exhale. Could be just a small movement. It's better to do a smaller movement well than to go all the way down with your back arching and your belly popping up. Lower both feet down to the mat. Walk the heels in towards your sitting bones. Interlace your fingers. You're going to put your hands behind your head, thumbs down along the side of your neck. Index fingers will be at your hairline. Keep your head and your hands on the mat for now. Lengthen the back of your neck. Inhale on an exhale, you're just going to nod your chin towards your throat. It's not a big movement. And then release. So the head and the hands stay on the mat. You nod your chin towards your throat. The hands kind of stick on the mat a little. Inhale, release. Exhale, nod your chin towards your throat and keep that. Inhale. On the next exhale, you're going to bring your awareness to your abdominal wall. You're going to empty the lungs completely so that corset is turning on. And then we're going to use the rectus abdominis to pick up the rib cage, grab the bottom of the rib cage and pick it up. That's what brings our head up. Eyelashes are parallel to the floor. You're looking right between your thighs. Right? Lower back down. When your head lands, you should be able to release that chin towards throat nod. So it's chin to throat, a little bit of a nod, not jamming your chin to your chest. Back of the neck is long. On an exhale, coming up, rectus abdominis is picking up the rib cage. The head is just coming with you. Hands aren't pulling on the head, they're just lightly supporting. Inhale, lower back down, release your nod. Inhale, exhale, nod chin to throat and come up. Hold it here. Inhale, exhale. Could you lift the rib cage up higher? Lower back down and release. Release your nod when you come to the floor. Inhale on an exhale, nod your chin to throat and come up. Hold it there. Inhale, exhale, come up further from down here, front of the abdominal wall. Lower back down. Again, you're keeping the belly in and you want to make sure it's not popping up. One more time, inhale, exhale. Lower back down and release. Arms down by your side. Legs, we're going to get ready for hundreds. Legs can either stay on the mat. They can come to tabletop. You could squeeze the thighs together if you're in tabletop. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Rotate the thigh bones out from the hip joint. So you're going to make that small slice of pizza. Okay, so you rotate out, small slice of pizza between the knees, diamond between the legs. If the legs are straight, it'll look like this. You're going to hold it there or lower it to any angle to make it harder. And your choice, you can come up into a C curve or stay down. So wherever it works for you, you can always start easy. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, roll up into a C curve or stay down. Legs where it feels right for you. Breathe in, hands come way up to the knees and out. 10 pumps. Stiff, straight, strong arms. Wherever the legs feel like a good challenge for you. Again, you can be up in a C or down flat. Bring your awareness to the muscles behind the shoulder blades. That's where the pump comes from, right? Every exhale, empty the lungs completely.
2 more. In for 5 and out for 5. And go ahead and relax everything completely. And then you have a choice. You can either roll onto your side and sit up, or legs bent or straight. You can inhale, exhale, roll up into your C curve. If you need a little help, you can grab the back of your legs. We're going to come all the way up into sitting. And if you have a strap, you can wrap it around your feet. You could either use a stretchy strap, in which case your hands will stay on your band, or a stiff strap, in which case your hands will slide. Or if you know you don't need a strap for roll down, don't use it. Or if you don't have a strap but you don't have a full roll down, we're going to do partial. So your strap is wrapped around the balls of your feet. You're going to make an X. If you've got a stretchy band, you wrap it around your hands. If you've got a stiff band, you're just going to hang on to it. You're going to inhale, sit up really tall. Pour your soup out in front of you. Try to get off of your sacrum and tailbone. Come up onto your sitting bones and see if you can even get towards your pelvic floor, create a little arch in your back. Exhale, you're going to round your spine, rolling the pelvis back. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, round. The shoulders stay over the hips. Inhale, tall. Exhale, round. If you had a ring between your shoulders and your pelvis, you're just sliding it back. Inhale, tall. But you want to keep the length in your spine. So your belly pulls in as you round. We're going to add to that. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to round. And we're going to start to roll back. If you have a stiff strap, your hands will slide back. If you have a stretchy strap, keep your elbows straight, stretch the strap. If you have no strap, go to a place where you can control it. So if you have a strap or you can roll down all the way, you're going to go down all the way. But if you can't, you just hold here. Otherwise, you go all the way down. With the strap, keep holding on. No strap, arms overhead. Inhale on an exhale. We're all going to roll back up and sit up really tall. Inhale. Exhale, C curve and roll back down. Right, either to a point that you can hold with a little bit of shake is always nice, or all the way down on an exhale, chin to throat and roll back up. Good. Inhale, exhale, C curve and roll back down. If you've got that stretchy strap, the arms stay straight. Either way, the arms stay straight. If you have nothing, arms overhead. Otherwise, hold your band or your strap. Exhale, roll back up. You guys look great. One more time. Inhale, exhale, roll back down. And I think everybody's got some kind of a strap. So you're going to take your strap and wrap it around the ball of your right foot and make an X. Okay. Bend your left knee. Yeah, you guys all have straps. Okay. Bend your left knee, and you're going to roll down onto your back. So you've got an X in your strap. You're going to roll down onto your back, right leg up straight. If your strap is stretchy, pull your elbows to the floor and keep them there. If your strap is straight, kind of wherever you need to be to hold on. Left leg out straight, heel reaches away, right? Reach that left heel away. Lengthen the back of the neck, reach the top of the head away. Right leg is going to be straight, stepping on the gas. So bring the leg as low as you need to for a straight leg, but you do want to feel a little stretch. We're going to circle. We're going to bring the leg up to the left, down, around, and to the right. Start small. You could make your circle a little bigger each time. Inhale. Exhale, stop at the top. You're always in control. 2 more. If the hip is clicking, clunking, or popping, it's usually when you're down and out. Make your circle smaller. Last one, stop at the top and reverse. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Check in with the abdominals. Empty the lungs completely. Back of the neck long, collarbones wide. Last one. Bend the left knee. Stretch the arms out straight. Inhale, exhale.
As you lower the leg, roll up into a C curve, and you can use that leg to counterbalance you coming up. Switch feet with your band. So band gets wrapped around the ball of the left foot. Bend the right knee, arms out straight. Inhale, exhale, C curve, and roll back down. Stretchy band, elbows come to the mat. Stiff band, just wherever you need the arms to be. It depends on the leg. Right leg out straight, heel reaches away. Is the heel lined up with the sitting bone, right? So not flopped out to the side, be in charge of that leg. Left leg, step on the gas. Lower the leg wherever you need to for a straight knee. Circle up to the right, down, around, and up. Inhale, start small. You could make it a little bigger each time, as long as there's no clicking, clunking, popping at the hip joint. If you're getting noise, make it smaller. So that movement's happening in the ball and socket of the hip. Last one, pause at the top and reverse. Up to the left, down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Circle that you can control. Last one. Go ahead and take your band away. Bring your right knee into your chest. Outside hand low, inside hand high, or you could be behind the thigh. Ideally, we're trying to get the heel to the bottom and the thigh to the belly. Left leg up straight. So this one's about pulling the right leg in and stretching the left leg away and then switching. The lower this left leg goes, the harder it is, but you've got to be able to manage your abdominal wall. You could either stay down or pull yourself up into a nice high C. Use the arms. Try to get your nose to your knee, right? So up or down, but not flopping like a jellyfish. And then switch. Pull and stretch. Spine is in a stable and protected position, either down or up, but no flopping. Okay, abdominal wall stays in, pulling away from the thighs. Last one, lower everything back down and rest. Double leg pull. You're going to grab both legs, front of the shins or behind the thighs if the knees don't like that. Ideally, we grab the front of the shins and we're giving the knees a stretch if it's comfortable. Elbows out to the side. You could stay down or pull yourself up into a nice high C. Either way, we're going to protect the spine. It's up or it's down, not flopping. Arms and legs go straight up. Thighs squeeze together. Send the arms and legs away to a point that you can control. Might be far, might not be far. Pull everything back in tight. Stretch away. Pull it in tight. Stretch. Pull. $100 bill between your thighs. Don't lose it. And that spine is either up in the C or down flat, but it's not flopping around. That's how you protect your spine. You maintain the shape of the curve. Last one, pull everything in tight and lower back down. Okay, right leg up. Hands behind the thigh. You're trying to get this knee straight so you can send the leg further away. Left leg's gonna come up. You can either stay down and just pull that right leg in as close as you can, or you can climb a tree walking up to your C curve. You're allowed to use your arms. Eyelashes parallel to the floor, look at the thigh. Left leg, whatever angle you can sustain. Pull that right leg in, bend the elbows, pull and switch. So it's a pull, pull. Either up in your C or down flat, either way, you're protecting your spine in one shape. You're not bouncing all around. Stretch, stretch. Really try to find a stretch in the back of the leg, wherever you can reach. Over time, you'll get more. Lower everything back down and rest. Interlace the fingers, hands behind the head, thumbs along your neck. Index fingers are at the hairline. Both legs come into tabletop. Squeeze the thighs. You could either stay there or extend the legs up to the ceiling if you have the flexibility. Inhale on an exhale, chin to throat. Come up into a C curve using the abdominals. Most of the time this is fine because you've got the hand support. If it bothers your neck, just lower the head. And from the hip joint, we'll lower the legs and lift. thighs together. Lower and lift just to where you can sustain either with head down or up. It's still plenty hard. One last time. Legs come up, bend the knees, go ahead and rest. Okay, one last thing. Heels stay down, hands still behind head. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin to throat. Come up into a nice high C curve. Lift a little higher, hands support the head. Twist to the right side, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Think about twisting your torso, right? Your chest or your shoulders, not pulling the elbows. The elbows stay wide. This is so much fun when you really get it right. Last one. I go ahead and lower everything back down. You're gonna come into your hands and knees briefly. Make like a table. If you need a little extra padding under your knees, you could roll up your mat or take a rolled towel or a pillow. You do want your knees to be able to be hip distance apart. So a little towel if you need it, or roll your mat up, or a cushion if you've got it. Cushion will make it harder balance-wise, but that's okay. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Try to flatten the front of the shins onto the mat behind you. When you look between your legs, your feet should disappear because they're lined up with your sitting bones. They're not kissing toes. Inhale for a count of 5 and exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. On the next exhale, you're going to round your spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, roll your pelvis forward, lift your tail, lift your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Come into what you imagine is good posture. So there's a slight curve in your back. Your tail is lifted slightly. It's not a big sag, but you're not butt tucked under. Your breastbone is trying to look not at the floor, but at the wall in front of you if you had a flashlight. Head up in line with spine, not falling off. Could you find and curl just your tailbone under and lift? Exhale, curl just your tail. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Think about lifting the pubic bone up towards the rib cage. Last one. Come to what you imagine is good posture. Push the floor away. Be really strong in the arms and legs. Inhale for a count of 5. Exhale for 5. Empty the lungs, lift the belly. Keep the abdominals lifted. Inhale for 5. Exhale, slide the left arm forward. It's not about how high you go. Think about stretching it towards the wall in front of you. Bring it back down. Inhale. Exhale, right arm. You could stay with that, or you could make it harder, opposite arm and leg. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale, down. Exhale, reach. Inhale, down. Exhale, reach. Go for length over height. Height will come later. The important thing is you're not tipping over to one side or the other. Bring your awareness to your pelvis. If you had headlights on the front of your pelvis, are you keeping them pointing down towards the floor? Or are you twisting that headlight out to the side? One last time on the opposite side. Come on down to your right side. Lie on the back edge of your mat. So head, shoulders, hips on the back edge. Legs swing to the front corner. Head is either supported by your arm or a pillow or a towel. If you need a little more head support, get your neck comfortable. The tendency is to be 40. When I do that, get the head in line with your body. Top hand on your side waist between your pelvis and your rib cage. Lift the top leg. Reach the heel away, so create length in the side waist. You might feel the bottom side waist lift off the mat. Imagine you've got a little mouse under there, don't crush her. Rotate the thigh bone out, so heel down, toe up. Point the toe. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Side waist stays long, movement happens at the hip joint. So you're not creating a muffin top and hiking this hip up, you're staying long. One last time. Go ahead and rest that leg briefly. You can rest your side waist. Inhale on an exhale. Reach that side waist away. So you can think about sitting your sitting bone towards your heel. Lift to hip height, lengthen, rotate out. Big circles, 5 forward and 5 backwards. I'll let you count. It's more about shiny, smooth, controlled circles. 5 each way. Over time, they'll get bigger. Side waist stays long. And then we'll go to small circles. Lift, lengthen the side waist. Feel that lightness underneath you, maybe even a space. Rotate out. Small circles at the ball and socket of the hip. Ideally, you feel it in the back pocket. If you feel it towards the front of your leg, you might have lost your turnout, or your toe might even be turning down. So the heel stays a little lower than the toe. 10 each way if you've got it. If this is new, you might not have it. Side waist long. Don't crush that little mouse under your side waist. When you're done, you're going to flip to the other side. Go to the back edge of your mat. Swing your legs to the front corner and make sure the head's back in line with your spine. Hand on the sideways, get your head and neck comfortable. Lift to hip height. Lengthen the side waist. Feel how the bottom waist lightens. Maybe even create a space for a little mouse under there. Don't crush her. Rotate the thigh bone out, point the toe. Lift and lower. Maybe inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Doesn't really matter as long as you're breathing. You could put your hands on your abdominal wall to make sure you're keeping your belly in and up. Sometimes thinking about all the other stuff, you end up squishing your gut out. All right, keep the side waist long. Last one. And go ahead and rest. Lift, lengthen, rotate out. Big circles up, forward. Brush past the other leg and back. So really focus today on keeping the side waist long, little space for your mouse, 5 each way. Moving at the hip socket. And then you'll rest. And we'll go to small circles. You'll lift, lengthen, rotate out. 10 small circles forward if you got it, 10 backwards. Again, you should be feeling this in the back pocket. If you start to feel it in the front of your leg or even down low on the side, you most likely have lost your turnout, not always. 10 each way, I'll let you count. You guys are doing awesome, you're almost done. When you're done with those, you'll turn onto your back with your knees bent, feet together. If you have the space, arms out into a T position, palms up, heels close to bum, squeeze the inner thighs. If you don't have the space, hands can go behind your head or across your chest. Both knees to the right side. Twist to the center and left. Twist to the center, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. The feet come free of the mat. The hope and the dream is over time, we can keep the legs together, get the bottom leg down. Arm stays on the floor. Depends where you're tight. One last time to the left. Come back to center. Move the feet mat distance apart. It's wider than hip distance. Both legs to the right side and then left. Soles of the feet again come off of the floor. Ideally, the shoulders stay down. Top leg, could you try to reach the floor with it? Sorry, bottom leg. Top leg is just pressing down. One last time to each side. Come back to center. Feet hip distance apart without spilling your soup. So go to where you're not spilling your soup. Don't allow it to spill across the right ankle over the left thigh. Put your right thumb in the crease of your hip. Rock the knee towards the shoulder in a way that's happening at the hip joint. Pelvis totally stable. Press that right knee away. Roll over to your left side. Now we're dumping our soup all the way to the left. Right sole of the foot is down, left leg flat on the floor. If you want more stretch, slide that left thigh up towards your left arm. You could rock the knee here. You may not need to, may not be able to. Back to center. Bring that foot down without spilling your soup. Cross the left over right. Left thumb into the crease of the left hip as you rock that knee towards the shoulder and away. You see the knee moving, but it's happening at the hip. Don't spill your soup. Press the knee away, roll over to the right side. Maybe you can rock the leg here. Maybe you want a little more stretch, so you slide that thigh up towards the arm. You'll feel a lot more stretch if you need it. Come back to center, uncross your legs. You have choices. You could either roll and get up to sitting however you want, or you could roll up, swing your legs to one side. We're gonna try mermaid. So I've got my right leg in front and my left leg behind. If that doesn't work for you, if you're tight, if your knee doesn't like that, you could sit on a cushion, or you could just sit with your legs out straight, or you could scoot up and sit on your couch or a bench, right? So this leg position isn't mandatory. I could sit with my legs out straight on a cushion or not. I could be on a chair. Keep it comfortable. But if you're on the floor, you're going to try to level your pelvis. If you're propped up, you're going to be level too. You're going to take your left arm up and your right arm out. So if you're in this position, you're going to slide all the way out to the side, and then you're going to lift back up to center and come over to the other side. Right, so it's slide over and then come up. If you're sitting with the legs out straight or on a chair, you guys keep going, you're just going to come over. You can't go as far because you will fall over, right? And then counter stretch. So whatever works for you. And you're trying to find some rhythm and some flow. Stretch that top arm, reach. And then release. And ideally, if your legs are like this without using your hands, you're going to switch. If you had just a prop under your hip because it's tight, it's now going under your left butt, so your front leg. If you're up in a chair or sitting with legs out straight, again, that's fine too. Keep the knees comfortable wherever it works for you. If you're down, you can slide way over, stretch the right arm, come back up. If your legs are straight, you'll go to the other side. If your legs are straight, it's just over and over. Okay? Whichever works for you, really think about reaching this right arm. Reach, reach, reach. And then the left. One last time. Reach, reach, reach. And then back in. Then you have choices again. Get up however you want, or come into tall kneeling. Okay. Take one leg forward. The easiest way, I naturally want to bring my right leg forward. I'm going to challenge myself by bringing my left leg forward because it doesn't come naturally. Curl the toes under. If you need to use your hands, it's fine. But our goal is to be able to exhale, lift the weight of the body without the arms. One last thing. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward, roll down, either part way or bending the knees all the way, whatever works for you. Exhale again. Roll your pelvis up, stack each vertebra, arms overhead, hands out to the side. Sorry, my head's chopped off. And you guys are done. Nice job.